This is the Cold of Winter for violin 2. I'm going to talk through a few things and then I'll play through the whole piece for you. Starting right at the beginning, make sure you always keep that second finger low next to your first finger between the two tapes. In measure 5, we change the pattern, first finger to third finger, and then in measure 9, we're back to the low 2. So make sure you're bringing that second finger back low again. We're going to jump to measure 13. In measure 13, we have the C to an F natural. So that means we're going to have our third finger set on the G string and a low 2 set on D. My suggestion is to have both of those notes set and keep them set, so you just have to worry about plucking different strings and not moving your left hand. And that way in measure 15, all you have to do is move that low second finger over to the G string for a B flat. Then jump ahead to measure 21. This is where we have the C sharp, and you have the option of playing a high 3. So that third finger pushes past the third tape, between the third and fourth tape, and then you would have your first finger set back on the D string. What I think is easier is, since you just came from a measure where you were playing a low 2, instead of trying to stretch that third finger higher, play a low 4. So between this third and fourth tape, you're going to put your fourth finger, and then your first finger will land on the tape on the D string. This way, you don't have to stretch as far, and it's a little bit easier to play those notes in tune. In measure 22, you only have one beat of rest to get that bow held and set on the string. When you set, make sure we're starting from the upper part of the bow for a big up bow, because you're going to have to crescendo into measure 23. So as you play each note, use more bow, a faster bow, add weight, and push your bow towards the bridge. Throughout here, make sure you're blending in with the first violins. We're matching bow lengths, we're matching bow wings, and we're matching rhythm. Just make sure we're also getting that second finger low enough for C natural, low 1 behind the tape for the B flats. In measure 27, don't play an open E. Play a fourth finger on the A string. No open E's unless we have to in this one. We're going to avoid them at all costs. The closed E, playing that fourth finger on the A, is going to sound much nicer, much smoother, and then we can start to work on vibrato. Then we get to measure 29. On this dotted quarter note, eighth note rhythm, you're going to pull your bow all the way to the upper half, as close to the tip as you can, so that you have your full bow for the next tied note, which is 6 whole beats. So pull 1 and 2, 3, 4, slow, 2, 3, 4. You have the same thing happen in measure 37, where you have to pull real fast all the way to the tip of the bow so that you have the whole bow again for that up note. In measure 39, you can see you have divisi. So whoever's sitting on the outside, the right side of the stand, is going to play the top note. Whoever is sitting on the inside, or the left side, is going to play the bottom note. So your notes for the top are G to A, B flat, C, D, and E. So you're just kind of going up almost a scale. 1, 2, 3. And again, fourth finger note, open E. If you're on the bottom, your first note there at 39 is a B flat, so low 2 on G. Then you go to C, D, E, F natural, another low 2, and you end on G. 1, 2, 3. And then that note in 42 needs to fade out. You don't want to end too abruptly because you only have a half a beat to get to pizzicato, and we're supposed to be coming down to a mezzo piano level. So as you're getting closer to the end of that up bow in measure 42, make sure you're decreasing the weight, you're moving your bow closer to the bridge, and you're slowing your bow down just a little. So starting in 41, we have a big fortissimo. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So by the end of the measure, you just gently lift off, the note fades, and then we're in 43. 1. And you don't have a break there to really set your bow. So as soon as you pluck that last F before the last measure, get that bow gently set on the D string, close to the fingerboard, maybe aiming for close to your balance point, and then pull to the end of the bow. I'm gonna play through your entire part. I'm gonna set the metronome at 84. One, 2, 3, 4. 1. And now I'm gonna play one more time from measure 37 to the end, playing the bottom notes at 39. 1, 2, 3, 4.